Brandon Muse, Cannabis News. As we're making some announcements lately, the big one here is my current partner and girlfriend, Becky, is recently found out she has thyroid cancer. So, that being as it is, we're going to treat it with cannabis and document it and use it as a means to educate others and inspire others to step up and take back control and their freedom to choose, because everybody has the right to determine their own well-being and happiness and health care, for that matter, their options. So that's the big project right now, because that's first and foremost is, when your loved ones are sick or unhealthy, it makes you determined. And this was part of my plan anyway. I just figured I'd have cancer, but we all do a little bit. It's just when we get it to where we got to do something about it. So, on the other note, I'll give you a brief history of mine. In 2001, I was paralyzed. I got something they call ADEM, which is Advanced Disseminated Encephalomyelitis, which is an acute infection of the brain and the spinal column, which myelitis affects the myelin sheath on your nerves, which is allows for sending and receiving messages. So for 2 months I was in a coma, and for another month I was in the hospital, and then after that I've spent the next 15 years in pain, a great deal of pain, nerve damage in my legs. And I mean, I could talk about all the problems that I have for a long time, but I don't take medications. I never have. I've abused some in the past, many years ago, but that was because I didn't have my head right, with myself, and I was trying to get away from the things that I needed to face in myself, and a lot of that was just the fact that I have a broken body. There's parts of me that aren't ever going to be the way they were, and that's a hard road to hoe when you're a young man like me, or I was, and like I'm a young old man now. So some of those things have never changed. There's certain damage throughout my body that will never get better, and I suffer a lot for it, and that's okay. But what cannabis replaces in line of medications is obviously pain medications, but also I'm blessed with hypervigilance, which is another word or term for anxiety. I don't have a disorder though with it. I've learned to live with it, but learning to live with it, I've learned that it's a broad spectrum thing that really affects everything, and that cannabis is the only thing that's ever helped with that. And that's I mean, I can go without it, but I don't feel pleasant. You guys have seen me through the last few years without cannabis and with it, and there's a vast difference in my thinking and my emotional well-being, as well as pain management and things like that. So I don't know all the medical stuff. I don't know all of that. I don't go to the doctor. I pretty much try to take care of myself as much as I can, which is a big part of staying healthy, is keeping your body healthy and keeping your mind healthy. But that's basically a nutshell of my story. We're gonna do Becky's here pretty soon and get that out because her story is the one I want to highlight, and then we have a few other interviews set up. Now, anybody else that wants to do interviews, let me know. Send me a message personally at Brandon Muse Facebook or on the North Dakota Medicinal Cannabis website, or get a hold of Becky Reddig or Patty Mary. She works with us too, and but we're looking for people, just everyday people that are willing to share their needs and their medical histories or their personal histories as to why they feel that cannabis is the better option for them versus pharmaceuticals, which I'm not a fan of. I understand their relevance in the world just like everything else, but I don't like it because they are not good for me, and I prefer to have options. So that being said, let's do it.